Hello everyone, this is Robert E. Wilson, MD, and today's topic, my friend, is consciousness. Now, we like to be in control, and consciousness enables us to be in control of our life and many other things. And consciousness is most important state of mind because we make important decisions about our life and career, so it has extreme importance for our life. So let's start first with some strange ideas that many people say about consciousness. Some scientists say there is no consciousness. There is no such a thing. I saw one scientist who says consciousness is nothing but a word. There is no consciousness. It's just there is a word consciousness, but there is no such a thing as consciousness. Then I saw some saying consciousness is a God. No, God is God. Consciousness is something very different, my friends. Then I heard some scientists say consciousness is the most complex thing in the universe. It's so complex that it will take millions of years before human mind can understand it, if it will ever understand it. No, my friends, even I doubt that consciousness is more complex than other biological processes. For example, development of a fertilized egg cell to adult human is very complex. I don't know if consciousness is more complex than that. I doubt it. Even immune system is complex and is probably at the same level of complexity as consciousness. I hope, my friend, you don't have ideas like those. I had bad ideas myself many times, but I threw them away. I don't keep bad ideas. I look for better ideas. Bad ideas have to go. So, let's see what consciousness is. Again, they say it's not possible to define consciousness. Well, we know what consciousness is, with or without definition. Consciousness is your mental activity when you are awake all day. And we lose consciousness when we go to sleep. And when we wake up, we regain consciousness. So we know there is consciousness, and in fact, there is a great deal of progress in understanding consciousness. In my book, titled Book of Mind, consciousness, subtitle is Consciousness, Behavior, Emotions. I described consciousness as just one state of mind. Mind has other states like dreaming state, like hallucinating state of mind, like hypnosis and other states of mind. And as you know, my friend, mind goes from one state of mind into another again and again, every day. If we want one word to describe consciousness, I would choose thinking. That's the closest description closest description to consciousness. Both thinking and consciousness require focused attention, focused mental activity. But not every focused mental activity is consciousness or thinking. For example, if I experienced somebody who wants to hurt me having a big club to hurt me, and I decide to run, I cannot be consciousness. I have to use unconscious parts of my brain and just run away as fast as I can. There is no need to think anything or be conscious of anything. You just run from the attacker. So, in some cases, unconscious parts of the brain are dominant, and we don't think and we are not really conscious of anything. Consciousness has all levels, from very low level with hardly minimal amount of consciousness to the highest level of consciousness. For example, what would be highest level of consciousness? It's when you relax and think. You say, okay, I'm thinking. I'm conscious of myself, and I know there are other peoples who have different ideas and opinions, and I know about past, present, and future, and I know about pros and cons. I know about causes and consequences. I'm conscious all of that, and I'm conscious that I am thinking. I'm conscious of this focal mental activity. So some things are simple. I don't know why they want to make simple things terribly complicated. You know, my friend, Albert Einstein said, make it as simple as possible, but not any simpler. So, let's see more about our daily life. For most of our daily activities, we don't need consciousness. In fact, some of our activity will be worsened if we use conscious mental activity, like when we play a musical instrument. If you look at master players, they don't think about playing. They do it automatically with unconscious parts of their brain. They don't look at the fingers or musical instrument. They put emotions to run along their playing, and that is the best performance when you look Lang Lang plays piano and you see all those beautiful emotions on his face. That's amazing, my friend. So, for most of our daily activities, we don't need consciousness, which is a kind of paradox, but it's okay. That's it. Now, we can't talk about consciousness without talking about unconscious parts of our brain. And most of our brain is for unconscious activities. For example, unconscious parts of our brain control vital functions so we can stay alive. Unconscious parts of the brain control our blood pressure, body temperature, heart rate, breathing, and so on. Now, you cannot consciously raise your body temperature, or you can not consciously change your body temperatures. It's done only with unconscious parts of the brain. Well, somebody would say, "Oh, I'm shivering, I'm cold," or "I want to burn calories fast to lose weight, so I won't raise my body temperature to 38 degrees Celsius." No, you can't do that. Only unconscious part of the brain can control body temperature. So, well, there is one interesting exception. Breathing is controlled, has double control. We can consciously say, okay, I'm going to stop breathing. I hold my breath for half a minute. Or you can say, I want to control my breathing the way I want to breathe fast. Yeah, you can do that, but not for long. It's not necessary. The best control of your breathing is by unconscious parts of the brain. You can't commit suicide by stopping breathing. If you try to do that, unconscious part of the brain will kick you off as if saying, I control the breathing, you need to stay alive. Isn't that interesting? Well, yeah, it is. So, my friend, it's already 13 minutes. We have to finish before 15 minutes, otherwise Google won't let me put video on YouTube. We can discuss consciousness and other states of mind much longer, but for who is interested more about this can find information in my book. I hope you find this discussion interesting, because mine is interesting, exciting, and amazing. Thank you for watching, my friends.